Welcome to our wonderful and amazing community. Pray your day is going positively well. Today we will be talking about self-care, loving yourself so much. Apparently this is something that the West is just now catching up to, right? This should have been implanted from get-go, from the beginning, but apparently they was programming us for other things, right, my dears? But now that we are in Aquarius and the truth is being revealed, we can, you know, take better care of ourselves. So the first thing is being authentic. Being authentic is about being true to yourself and expressing your genuine thoughts, feelings, and values without pretending to be something you're not. It involves self-awareness, honesty, and consistency between what you think, say, and do. When you're authentic, you embrace who you are, flaws and all, and don't try to fit into expectations or societal norms that don't align with your true self. For some, this can be a challenge because of the pressure to conform. But in the long run, authenticity leads to more fulfilling relationships and a greater sense of inner peace. What's your take on being authentic? So loving yourself 100%. Loving yourself 100%. It's such a powerful, powerful idea. It's all about accepting yourself fully, your strengths, your flaws, your success, and even your mistakes. It's about nurturing self, compassion, nurturing self compassion. Yes. And we were talking about that last night too. Yes. Having self compassion for oneself. Yes. Embracing who you are at your core and understanding that you're worthy of love and respect just as you are. When love, when you love yourself fully, you start to radiate that energy outward and it impacts how you interact with others and the world around you. When you love yourself fully, you start to radiate that energy outward and it impacts how you interact with others and the world around you. It's not always easy though. Society sometimes teaches us to be self-critical or to compare ourselves to others, but learning to truly love yourself can be transformative. Am I saying that right? Transformative. Do you feel like you've reached that point of 100% self-love, or is it something you're still working on? Practicing self-love is a journey and it can look different for everyone. But there are some powerful and simple practices that can help cultivate a deeper connection with yourself. And we will start with positive affirmations. Start your day by telling yourself positive things. Affirmations like, I am worthy, I am enough, or I love and accept myself can help shift negative thought patterns and boost self esteem over time. Self care rituals. This could be anything that nourishes you, whether it's taking a long bath, spending time in nature, reading a book, or enjoying a hobby. Prioritize activities that make you feel rejuvenated, relaxed, and aligned with who you truly are. Yes. Thank you. Set boundaries. Respecting your own boundaries and saying no when you need to is powerful form of self-love. Don't overextend yourself for others at the cost of your well-being. Practice gratitude. Yes. Practice gratitude. Regularly reflect on the things that you're grateful for, including your own strengths, achievements, and personal qualities. It helps you focus on the positive aspects of yourself and your life. Self compassion. When you make a mistake or face a setback, be kind to yourself. Treat yourself like you would treat a close friend, offering understanding, patience, and forgiveness rather than judgment. Mindfulness and meditation. Being present with your thoughts and emotions helps you develop self awareness. Meditation can help clear mental clutter and allow you to check in with yourself emotionally. Yes, it's very important to check in with yourself before you even start your day, before you leave out of the house, before you do anything else. Make sure you're checking in. And yes, meditation and all that stuff, great stuff, is a great way to embody and implement these things. Celebrating your wins. Take time to celebrate even the smallest achievements. Acknowledging your progress fosters a sense of accomplishment and reinforces self worth. Letting go of perfectionism. Recognize that you don't have to be perfect. Embrace the beauty in your imperfections and remind yourself that growth happens through experiences, mistakes, and learning. Surrounding yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people and things that uplift you. Being around supportive, encouraging individuals can reinforce your self worth and give you the confidence to continue your self love journey. Yes, self love journey. Journaling. Writing about your thoughts and feelings can help you process emotions and reflect on your personal growth. Journaling about what you love about yourself can also reinforce positive self regard. Do, do any of these practices resonate with you? Or is there one that you feel you want to focus on more? So, we went to a self care um, event last night. Self care event, and everyone was mentioning a lot of great things. A lot of great things. Very, I would like to say, very stimulating to the mind. And so it was a lot of individuals that was really, yes, hitting that spot. Okay, so out of all this, I want you to remember that rest is okay. Rest, you, if you feel called to rest, rest. Get rejuvenated. Just rest is part of self care. Also, keeping certain things simple instead of making it more difficult. The mind will tend to overthink and will, especially if you haven't mastered your mind yet. you will, the mind will tend to take you to overthinking and to unpleasant thoughts that are not necessarily beneficial to you. So, um, keeping it simple, and this is just an example. So, keeping it simple, not overthinking it, just, going to your calm place, making sure uh, you just you're just at peace and harmonize with the universe. So yeah, simplicity, keeping it simple. It doesn't have to be difficult. Take time for self, making it a priority. Yes, prioritize your happiness, your mental health. What you believe, what you think, what you tell your inner self uh, is it has a part of yes, taking care of yourself, uh, your beliefs, your mental, the things you think, the things you tell your inner self. Uh, there is no coincidence that we are talking about this. This is well needed, and we are healing uh, traumas of the past, but I would like to think that we are already complete, whole, and uh, so therefore, seeing it at the end result, we are already healed. We are already healed. We are just, I guess I'm observe. It's kind of interesting because I feel like I'm like observing the process of it. So observing the journey, but already at the end result. Thank you. Yes, that felt amazing. You already know everything's, everything is already. You're just really just observing the process of you, that process that you did in order to get to that end result, and so you're just sitting back observing now, but also enjoying the journey and stuff like that. Yeah, let me not get too deep into that, but yes, just trusting that everything will be okay. There's no worries, there's no doubts. Like, doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that feel amazing? Just everything just feels, just lifted off of you. You feel light as a feather, if not lighter, right? And yes, no worries, my dear. No, there's no doubting, there's no worries. You're trusting. You're trusting that everything has already, yes, and that's something I wrote in the as the last, so I don't want to say it right now because then I will be giving out the last, but basically just trusting everything will be okay. Everything has already worked itself out. Nature, be out into nature. watch what you Watch what it is that you consume. People are on their journey to heal their souls. That was something that was mentioned in there, and I just thought to write that down. Yes, people are on the journey to heal their souls. Questioning. One person said questioning is part of the process. So questioning yourself and just kind of getting down to the root of it. Why are you feeling the way you're feeling? Why are you and then, like, just the things that, asking questions about, like, well, what can you do differently to change the way that it is that you're feeling, especially if it's not something that is benefiting you any. If you don't like feeling that way, then let's change it up. Let's start telling ourselves better things, when it comes to what it is that we're thinking, what it is that we're telling our inner self, and just really change it up to where we can start feeling good, and you can, switch that light on anytime you want to, or keep it on if you want. But just learning how to ask yourself the right questions and really solving, because you have the answers within yourself, so you're able to solve it. And sometimes you may need a guide or a coach and stuff like that, but all the answers lie within you. You know the answer before it, sometimes people tend to like they're questioning themselves, but then through the process they also say the answer to the problem that they're having. And so yes, yes, so we just give gratitude. Yes, the answers are within ourselves, and that's part of going within, really listening, and really communicating with self, so that way. And yes, tuning in and making sure you're good before you walk out that door, each day. Make sure you're good before you walk out that door each day. So, yes, questioning yourself, questioning and then answering those questions can help with a lot of things. Changing your thinking. A lot of times it has to do with the thoughts that you are producing. What kind of thoughts are you producing? Are you producing thoughts that are beneficial to you and the day that you're planning for self, or is those thoughts just holding you back from living a an amazing life, and so just changing the way you think can significantly help changing your belief in that particular area of where you're struggling and having difficulties in. So changing your beliefs, and then also changing the way you think about that situation or that issue into something that's more beneficial. Breaking the old patterns, breaking the old habits that no longer serve you. Yes, that is exactly what we're doing. Um, and then also breathing through this process, right? Properly breathing, taking the time to, you can close your eyes, whatever you need to, and just really take that deep breath in, counting to 4. Holding, you can hold for 4 and then release for 4. And doing this a good amount of times, this can help clear the mind fog and just kind of bring clarity and all kinds of great things to self. It calms the nervous system, and just when you're calm, you know, things can totally turn around for the better. So being in your calm state, calming that inner anxiety down, or calming that overthinking down, like just calming everything, and just really, just being, can really help take you to the next level. Uh, in in the event, we were also talking about how important it is for us to get out and socialize. Like for me, I would say, not saying that we haven't been outside or anything, because we go places every day, but an actual event where we sat down with each other, talked with each other. I haven't been to something like that in a couple of months now. A couple of months. Oh Lord, I'm making a video right now. Again, so socializing with others, getting out of our comfort zone, and getting out to meet and greet people. Like, just, I know that my family was talking about, um, was that thing that they have, National Night Out or something like that, where you can, I think that's what it's called. If I'm not mistaken. And where, it's like a neighborhood party, and the neighbors get out and we all meet each other and we're just having fun and whatever not. I don't know if they celebrate that everywhere, but I think that's a great, before we left San Antonio, that was an event that we attended, but I'm not sure if Lubbock has had one since we've been here, and I think we've been here.
Yeah, we did. They did.
Okay, well, you don't really hear about them too much anymore.
The
So
horse dancing contest. Remember?
the what?
The horse dancing contest. And the horse won?
Yeah, but that was a Pacific event that was happening. But that wasn't. Was that National Night Out?
Yeah, and the horse won. And the cop was on the horse and we were dancing.
Yeah, that video is uploaded.
That was funny.
So yes, being more social, getting out of our comfort zone, especially if we are people, some of us are, we just like to kind of be to ourselves, but it's also important to know how to socialize and be around others, and how to communicate with others when need be. So these are practices that you might want to still continue to keep into practice, because these are great skills and stuff like that. Skills to have. Just make sure you take that time to forgive yourself for the past and all the things that has happened in the past. Move forward with a positive mindset. Yes, it's okay to choose yourself. Prioritize prioritize self-care. I don't know what he's doing back there. How do you feel about, how do you feel about it? Don't externalize. So ask yourself how you feel about that Pacific, whatever it is that you're going through. So I don't really have an example of something at the moment, but like, just whatever you may be going through. Especially if it's eating at you, then you know you're going through something, right? If you keep thinking about it and you haven't moved forward from it, then it's something that you need to like stop for a moment, see what you can do. Can you solve it? Do you have control? And if the answers are yes, then just break it down and see and ask yourselves the right questions to get down to the root of it, and just like fixing that inner whatever conflict that you're having with self. And but if you can't, then just learn to let go. Learn to leave it behind, right? And let the universe figure it out for you. You don't have to figure it out all by yourself. Like, sometimes letting go is the answer. Thank you, universe. Thank you, divine source. And then realize that whatever it is that you're feeling, make sure that you're not externalizing it. So it's not always about what others feel about the situation. It's about how you feel about the situation. Because if you're feeling some kind of way, then you need to ask yourself why. Why do you feel this way? And then just really see if you can heal that. And then again, there's coaches and counselors and everything for that. So just really, um, really getting down to the reason on why you feel the way it is that you feel about whatever situation that may be going on, and just healing that part, letting it go if need be, because if you can't find a solution to the problem, and it just seems to just still continue to you still continue to overthink it, and but there's no fixing, like you're not, besides overthinking it, you're not really solving the problem. And if there is no way to solve the problem, then let it go. Let it go. Let's clear the mind of it completely, and just let go. Let go and move forward. Um, just know that you are enough. Enjoy life in the here and now. Don't wait to enjoy your life. Don't make excuses. Just do. It is important to sit in silence, in the silence. And it's something that we were talking about in the event. But before I even went to the event, I was watching a video that was talking about sitting in silence for about 2 hours. So yeah, sitting in the silence for a good 2 hours, and literal silence, literally just in the silence, and take that time for 2 hours at least, right? The least, and watch what happens. Don't take my word for it. Just do it. See what happens. Journaling, writing it all down, getting it down, can also help. Meditate, be intentional about the day you would like to have. Have self compassion for yourself. What does self care look like to you? You can find help for self care. You don't have to do it by yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Yes, there is there are people offering their services out to you all today. You can also always tune into this and contact me or whatever not as well if you need help. And we can do this together. Don't be afraid to ask for help. We are all here, thank you, Divine Source, um, helping one another, whether or not you know it. You know, there's so much help around us. And ask and you shall receive. Yes. So make sure to slow down, don't rush through life, stop and smell the roses. Learn to be alone. Take yourself out on a date. Ask yourself, what do you want? What do you need? Then do it. Don't wait for someone to do it for you. Keep a clean environment. If you have to do things in increments, small amounts of things at a time, do that. You don't have to beat yourself up if you didn't complete everything. You know, just um, yes, give yourself grace. Also, be content with what I said, with what is, but like we were talking about, with what you did get done, right? Rather than being upset with self for what didn't get done. See life, and that's just an example of being content, but there's so many other ways of, yes, contentment. See life as the end result, where everything is complete, everything is worked out. This is the part I was waiting to tell you. Yes, this is something I wrote down. See life at the end result, where everything is complete, everything is worked out. There is nothing to worry about. There is nothing to worry about. There is nothing to worry about. The Creator have thought about everything before you got here. Remember, all is mind. You can change what you think, what you tell yourself, and how you feel. Yes. We also talked about balance. Good having a good sex life. It's okay to yes, to yes. Yeah, we were talking about that in that event, which was so very, very interesting. Um, some ways that you can get out of the mood that you're in. They were mentioning about singing, dancing can change the state that you're in. So yes, we give gratitude. I really did enjoy that event. That event was at Allah, which means East Lubbock Art House here in Lubbock, Texas. It was yesterday, the 26th, March 26th, 2025. And it was a self care event, and a big turnout, a big turnout. You can really tell that this is an area where people are taking time for self and really, really doing that inner work, that healing, just really knowing thyself. And they're really taking that time out. And this is a great area where this was a really good event. It was a good turnout. Like, I think they got more people than they expected. And so we give gratitude for that. There's a lot of people on their healing journey and mastering things. And yes, we just continue to give gratitude. I love you all, and I pray that you all have an amazing and wonderful day. Mwah.